What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and I can't get enough of the Topps holiday. As you know, I do have my original order coming in, but I had to give the advent calendars a try. I did take them out the box. I didn't pop them out the packs yet, though, because I know some people are purists when they see these things. But I wasn't about to try to break through that on camera and all that stuff. I actually have a second advent calendar too. I may open off screen. I may do a separate video for it. I may add on here based on how quick this goes. But in case you're not familiar, the advent calendars, and I think these are cool things for kids to get into cards. You're supposed to open a pack every day. It actually is really nice artwork. I could see keeping one of these just for the looks of it. And then I just opened the top and slid the things out. But in theory, you pop open each one of these days like an advent calendar goes. So that's kind of neat. So what is the allure for these? I'll be honest, of the three formats, this is probably the one you should stay away from, because you don't have as much of a chance of the big things. I'm using air quotes, big things in holiday in here, because you don't have the chrome cards. You do, though, have some rare numbered cards, which I have seen. I've only seen one pulled. I think Jabs pulled it in his preview video. But I know they're here, and I know I've seen some on eBay because I'm trying to pick up my boy Will Warren. So let's just talk about my goals for this. One, I hope we get a couple of gold cards. We'll see what happens. I do know you get Advent parallel in every pack, and I do hope I get the Will Warren. I hope I get the Ben Rice. I'll take a Judge, obviously. What else do you have? Well, you have a pack from a retro pack. This one is from 1989 Topps. And what, some of you might be like, I don't want to open that. I'm going to have fun opening this. Because 1989 Topps, you have rookies of Gary Sheffield, John Smoltz, Randy Johnson, not his best card, but rookies in there. Bedeck, I think, is the best one, or the one that has the name issue. And who else do we say? Gary Sheffield, Randy Johnson, John Smoltz, again, Jim Abbott. A couple other ones, Sandy Alomar Jr., Oriole fans back in the day, Brady Anderson. So I would hope I get one of the first four I mentioned. That'd be neat. We also have a pack that has buybacks, 2 buyback cards. And then, there are actually some decent looking buybacks cards. I've seen some old, I've seen some rookies, I've seen some, second year big names, Mike Bowman and stuff. So that's neat. And the pack that I'm going to enjoy the most is this one here, the Evergreen pack. Because you get 3 of the Evergreen parallels in here. And the rest is cards. Again, you also will get these naughty or nice wish list cards. Actually, I think they're all nice list. One in each pack. Again, I hope I get my Yankees in there. I already have a couple of the Judges from a break I took part in. But I'm going to pop these out, and then we're going to start working on them. I'll probably go with the old one first. But give me a second. You'll try to keep everything on screen for you. No, that's not going to work easily. So we got to do this. Okay. I don't want to. Is there something over these cards? They're not coming out? Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you might be like, 20 packs, 20 some odd packs. That's great. There are less cards in each pack than the Megas. I still think that, I don't know. I don't know what I would pick. The Megas, I love the Chromes. I don't believe the Chromes are in the tins. But in the tins, for $15, you're getting 7 parallels. And you can get other stuff. There's the ornaments, card-sized ornaments that are a little bit rarer. I don't know if game users are in there, but I think autos can be. But I've never, ever got into Topps holiday auto, so I don't count them as something I'm going to expect to pull. But maybe when I do that mega, because I do have, again, 3 megas coming in and 6 tins. That was what I originally ordered from Fanatics. And that'll be it. Then I'll be done with the holiday, aside from maybe some singles of Warren, trying to fill out stuff in the collection. But I may do that, by the way, too, a little PC player collection. Guys like Warren, Chase Hampton, Kyle Manzardo, and my biggest Mr. Paul O'Neill. But I'm just moving these around, clean up the area a little bit, and then we'll get started. I will start, like I said, with the 1989, see if we get any of those rookies. But I am going to probably leave the other packs to the end. I'll put them in the back here. Oddly enough, they're sitting on top of the Paul O'Neill auto I have back there. And actually, I'll show it to you. I just got this bad boy in not that long ago, and it was a pretty good price. Number to 25 orange Heritage auto. I tried to get the gold too. Someone had the gold up, but it went a little bit too high for considering what I know O'Neill stuff goes for. That's the hard part about being an O'Neill collector. You know what the stuff goes for, so you don't go too crazy. But I did get a semi-grail item recently of his, and maybe when that comes in, I'll do the preview. So let us see what we get in here. And I can always tell this is a longer video, so I'll probably just be the one for it. And if I don't know, if you guys want, maybe I can pop open the other one on screen. I'll wait to open it. So, there's the gum. Let's see. Cut the cards. I remember this gum, and no, I'm not gonna eat it. Look at that, flaky hard. That's getting thrown away. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully we get one of those rookies we said. Smoltz, Randy Johnson, Gary Sheffield, or Jim Abbott. Ken Caminiti, Kirby Puck. That's a nice card of Kirby. Again, these don't have any great value, but the nostalgia in me, I am going to sleeve. I'm even going to top load that. I'm going to let Kirby be our first card on the dais, if you will. Yep, none of those rookies there, so. But, you know what? This is a nice looking Kirby card. Kirby, definitely gone before his time. And I always do say with the argument, though, how Kirby's in the Hall of Fame. Why isn't my boy Don Mattingly there yet? Oh, I can't believe Mattingly did not. Mattingly was so close to getting his first ring in 39 years of baseball. But there we go. We'll still let Kirby start. Yeah, I guess I'll put him that one so you can see him. There we go. Kirby start the stage off. Okay. Now, I am going to be relatively tight with what else I'm going to put on the dais here, because, just because you get an advent parallel or plaid parallel does not mean, So we have Darren Baker on the rookie, Shohei, again, just a base, so I'm not going to, you know what? I will sleeve that one up because it is a rookie. It is a solid, and we got Luis Perez. Again, aside from the Yankees, I'm probably not going to sleeve many of these. I'm going to put all the ones I have in a team bag. If I didn't matter, this is actually my second time opening a box of this. I did open one off screen myself. I was planning to do a video of it, but I just wanted to delve into it. And, nothing crazy, but I do not mind the rookie parallel. Like I said, decent rookie, Kumar Laka. I know hasn't lived up necessarily. We got to get these in back closer here. There we go. Now you can sort of see what's going on. Okay, one pack down. The other thing about Topps Holiday that I like is you're spending the money on it, and this is 40-something at GameStop with the discount and stuff. Like, I want to take some time, unlike the couple $100 boxes that have one card in it. That doesn't do much for me. Let's see, Michael Harris, Dansby Swanson, Vet definitely not getting, and we have Chris Sale. And then we have a Ben Rice rookie, Zebby Matthews. I haven't really been taking out the rookies, but, maybe I'll take out my personal favorites. We'll do that. I think I'm getting the hang of at least of the break-in without seeing my camera. Let's see what we got here. We have Yelich. We have Matt Shaw. Reese Hines. He's a rookie, but he's going to go there for now. And we have Brad Galero Jr. Okay. Okay, so we start out nice with Kumar. Again, we'll on Ben Rice at 2 I want. Otherwise we're going to have to spend the, buck plus shipping for one and probably $2-3 for Rice. But if you're a player collector, if you're a team collector, you get it. Devers, Bogarts back here, Aaron Judge. I think I already have that one, but I am going to. And then Campbell. This is one of the last few times that Maya is not directly in front of Campbell in these collations. And I did say I'm going to sleeve up my Yankees, so I will sleeve up my Yankees. Is it too early to give him a spot? He is Judge. I would rather the Advent parallel than these. Although I think these could be numbered. You'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll put Judge back here for time being. I don't know. I'm hoping something's good in the buybacks and the evergreens. Like I said, I don't know everything that's in these other than the parallels. But the way you figure it is, there's 200 cards in the set. You get 20 parallels, so that's a lot of dart throws, if you will. And again, I think it's cool. I know it doesn't have the same insane value of like a gold or obviously nothing like that, but it's still fun. Okay, no, Tristan Casas goes back here. Another Aaron Judge. This is the same one now. See, that's the thing. There's so many of these. I don't know how many he has in the set, but you know what? This one, we're not going to take up 2 spaces with these, so I'm going to sleeve the top load, and then I will put it right on top of the other one. Okay, you go out there with Aaron. Good. The cards haven't been damaged, and they weren't in the last one I opened. It does seem like they forced them into this plastic container, though, but I guess so far, so not so good, I guess. Martinez, Young, Big Christmas. Big Christmas. I want to sleeve him and put him in a topper order, but I cannot. He definitely has not had, let's see, no, these go here. Yeah, he definitely has not had the progress people wanted him to do. He had that big homer last year in the playoffs, and this year I kind of had hopes for him. Because even though I'm a Yankee fan, obviously I would never root for any team against my Yankees, but I do like some guys on other teams, and I do like some guys on Indians. I do have a pretty good player collection of Manzardo, Chase Dollander, Heather Ramirez, and Emmanuel Crasset. Here's somebody that definitely should not be on the nice list. Can you imagine throwing away millions and millions and millions of dollars just for a couple of bets? That is crazy. And he was stopped too from playing in the Dominican League or in the Summer League, Winter Ball, whatever the phraseology is for where they have it. And it wasn't MLB that stopped him. The league it did based on what he had done in the league, sort of, and then you have other leagues, sort of like, hey, I don't know if we want you here if we can't trust that what's happened is legitimate. Altuve, Bichette, O'Neill Cruz, Skins, Looker. Okay, now you see why I had to put those Judge cards in the pocket up, because these advent calendars can be tough if you get one of, at least until you get to those packs. Like, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of sleevable cards of those 5 in the Evergreen and the buyback pack. At least I'm hopeful of that. Hunter Green, Kyle Schwarber, and here's the Mayor we didn't see before. I haven't really been taking Mayer out. Campbell I have. Probably shouldn't take any out of the Yankee fan, right? Just pretend all the Red Sox prospects. Say that 2 times. Say, there you go, Nick Coates. This is one I will sleeve. And one of the reasons too I was taking out some of the Campbells and sleeving them up too, although I didn't do that here for sake of time, is because this is their first. This is what we would have been seeing, or what we will be seeing in update. It just update is delayed into the 12th, and in my case, update's probably delayed even longer because I ordered a bunch from Dick's. And if you know anything about ordering from Dicks.com, you know it's a good place to get retail at cost. They keep stuff staffed for pre-order, but if stuff is going to ship out the 12th from Tops, they probably won't be getting out to the end of the month. But I will look to get a hobby or a jumbo, if not both. That's why I got the basketball ones, and I actually have them up on eBay. I'd love to crack into them, but just it makes sense, sell it, and then use the money there. Because I was getting basketball to try it out, and I'm definitely more of I'm a baseball guy, so to speak. Jackson Holiday, okay, it's a nice one. Second year, another O'Neal Cruz, and a Peralta. You know, I'm probably going to put the Topps Holiday set together just for myself. You know, might as well have enough. I've opened enough of it. There's not any, you know, it's 200 cards. You figure mega boxes, several of them, the tins. I'll get everybody I need. Ryan Bliss, Riley Green, another Guerrero, Ramirez, and Burleson. Again, we've only gotten one rookie. I think we got only like one rookie. Period. No, we got two. We got the Noel, and I just knew I didn't want to slave it. We're not. Those dart throws aren't darting, so to speak. And maybe after this one, if I don't get something here, I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna sleeve up the Noel just to, you know, fill things up a smidge. Dylan Cease, Drew Thorpe. I like Thorpe. I liked him when he was with the Yankees. I have, you know, a few of his cards, a few of his rookie autos, etc. I have a nice PSA 10 of one of the Sapphires. We'll see how he does when he gets back from injury. And I did say I was going to do that, so let's not make a liar out of me. There we go, big Christmas. Maybe, you know, it is the Christmas box, so I guess it makes sense to sleeve big Christmas. Maybe that'll bring some mojo. Maybe we'll get one of those rare sort of numbered cards. I think the one Jabs had was numbered to 8. It was like a menorah parallel or something like that. But correct me if I am wrong. Noel will go here. And yes, you would rather the Nick Coates base than probably the Noel Advent. I get it. Okay. We continue. Okay, 1D, Caden Dan. I do like this kid. Not slaving it, but I do like this kid. Jan Duran, Casse again. Oh wait, I put these down for some reason. Why did I put these down? I don't remember. But top card, I guess, was the reason I put them down. But Mason Wynn Cup card, Matt Chapman, nice list, and Promo. What do you do with all your excessive base cards, like the non-rookies? After I make a set, I try. If I have someone give them away, I try. That's hard, though. I don't have any collectors near me, and the reality is, anyone really is, you know, no one's going like, hey, you want some base cards? You know, not. That's something that if I had some kiddies around me, I'm sure they'd enjoy. Acuna, Romo, another rookie at least, Bobby, Freddie, and Carpenter. We're not. Like I said, this is why I said this is the toughest one. Think about the value that you're seeing here. And like I said, 40-something. And that's if you don't get chipped. That's if you have a GameStop membership, etc. Lawbutt, Ellie. I haven't looked at checklists to know how many of these nice list cards there are of and how many players have them. But you only see some of the better players there so far. You're not, but this is a reduced set anyway, so it's already a lot of the better names than some of the rookies. Jackson Holiday, Adolis Garcia, Luis Perez, Nathan Eovaldi, and Kate Horton. They're probably the Rookie of the Year winner, although there are some people who are big on Baldwin. I'll take him there too for that. Good rookie-ish pile. Come on, let's get one more Advent. Let's get Will Warren. Let's get the nice. That way I don't have to order him. Luke Keachel, this is his first rookie. He'll be in update 2. Yeah, we'll keep him out. Corbin Burns, Jazz, which is Yankee, but I already have. And Stanton. Again, I'm not going to sleeve that up just yet. I'm hopeful for the last couple of packs. And then we'll go through the quote-unquote hits. Again, mega boxes, tins, all day over these. But they're still fun. Okay, I'll take. There we go. We have another sleevable rookie. I know Acuna hasn't. I don't know. Part of me wants to think his brother wasn't just paying lip service when he's like, he's better than me. He's going to be better than me. Because the Mets, he'll have somebody. And I am a Yankee fan, but my buddy is a big Met fan, and I don't root against them. As long as they're not facing my Yankees, they can win. Okay, this is the last of these packs, so this is my last chance at a Warren or Rice. Maybe let me know if you want to see me do a video with the other calendar. hold off on opening it. If people want to watch it, if people want to see it, sure. If not, Bobby just opened on my own. Let's see. Zach Green, David Farris, it's a rookie. Okay, Tarek Skubal. Okay, let me clean up the base cards. Move them over here. These are the goodish rookies. And here's all the parallels. It's all said and done. 3 of these off 60 of these. So who knows? Maybe I'll bottom up, put a big lot on eBay, or I don't know. If you're somebody, if you know me and you work on the set and you need one you saw here, just reach out. As long as it's not one of these, like, I'm okay. It does, Same with these naughty cards as well. Naughty nice cards. Corbin Carroll was staying over here for some reason, and a random Hayden Birdson. Okay. Here is the first of the buybacks. One, two, da-da! Max Scherzer. Okay, this is a much newer card than, like I said, the other ones I've seen and I got was older. But you know what? Scherzer is fine for buyback. You gotta give him credit. He definitely stepped up again in the playoffs, in the World Series. When he wasn't even expected to necessarily play. So that's cool. And as far as value on this card, not much. But it is still a cool card. Like Max Scherzer and his I realize there's a little bit. There you go, the eyes. 2 colored eyes. Okay, we'll move this around here. And we'll put that there. There we go. There's Max Scherzer. I know some of you probably yelling at me, it's Scherzer. Either way. As Sean would say from Psych, I've heard it both ways. Anthony Volpe, okay. It's a Volpe from my Yankees. That's cool. Okay, I like this. Not bad. We got a chrome. What is this? 80. Oh, you know what? This is this is my favorite hit of the box. We have a buyback on the chrome rookie of the 80. I forget what year this is representative of. But that is very, very cool. And yeah, definitely is my favorite card. And right now, I believe in Volpe. Even though there's not many reasons to. I don't know. I think people overlook like how good he is defensively most of the time when he has his bad streaks, and the average and all that I get. But the reality is the averages in baseball are not the same what they used to be. But unless you add someone like Aaron Judge, there you go. That's my favorite card. And we'll put that one here. And we'll see what we get in the Evergreens. But that is definitely my favorite buyback I've seen, period. A buyback on a rookie chrome refractor. Although I know all the rookie versions of that were refractors. And now we have these 3. I'm going to see if I can open it in such a way where I only expose one at a time. And I just hope I don't get one of the 3 I have already. Which I don't remember who they are, but I will when I see it. Number 1 is... Oh, you know what? There you go. If you're going to... This is somewhere I think there's perceived value in these advent calendars. Rookie parallels. Like I mentioned my boy Will Warren. I don't think he has one unless you tell me everyone has one here because I haven't seen on the Bay. Rice should have one because he is a bigger rookie. But how do we? Hold on a second. I'm having trouble with that one. This is going to be just for these things. I am purposely going to open up these because otherwise the corners get caught. And you don't want to damage the cards. So let's put the 3 of them down because we know we have 3. If you don't know shells, you have these with the pre-cuts already. It definitely makes it easier getting them in. And for something like this, it makes it a lot easier. So a die cut card. But we got a rookie of Ha-Seong Kim, who is a solid Dodger rookie. Admittedly, I didn't watch much of the World Series except Game 7, in which I won a nice little parlay, so that was nice. But I know the talk about him for a while, so I'm presuming he didn't fall off the cliff, so not bad. We'll put that over Scherzer. Let's see the second one. I take a rookie. Rookie, good rookie, good rookie, good rookie, or Judge. Who do we have here? We have Justin Verlander. Okay, listen, he's a Hall of Famer. No hate for Justin Verlander at all. But he's not the guy who I'd like to see in this spot. Okay, we'll put him here for now, and I'll go through them all again at the end. And the last one, the last card, Magic. What do you think? Do we have a? You know what? All of a sudden, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this break. Now, again, I pulled the James Wood blue, the blue metallic, not the chrome, but the blue metallic snowflake. I know I'm picking up the wrong one. That I thought, I naively said, it's $5 card, but it's a cool one. I looked it up on eBay, it's like 20 to 30. I don't think this will be as high, but I'm not going to say. I'm sure it might be at least 10, because it's a parallel of one of the better rookies that you can get in this set. I don't know, who else is in these cards of the rookies. I don't know if Kurtz is. Obviously, he'd be a big one. Jacob Wilson would be a big one, etc. But let's go through the cards, and we'll show off kind of the quote-unquote hits. They're not necessary in a particular order, but, we'll see what we can do to try to make it seem a little better for Min. Okay, so just because it's the only base rookie I sleeved, it's going to be the first one. We got Nick Kurtz, and he is somebody, if you've been watching all this Open, he's not coming out as much. I know every card's made the same amount, but I wonder if in different batches, more put in or what have you. We got Kirby Puckett All-Star card. Again, 89, not bad. Couple of the nice list, Aaron Judge. Big Christmas, hopefully next year. Luis Acuna, again, hopefully next year. Kumar Waka. The three rookies I say, they didn't get any of the big ones, but you know what? All these guys had huge hype coming into the season, and, they're good bounce-back candidates. Max Scherzer buyback. Again, Justin Verlander on the Evergreen. Ha-Seong Kim on the Evergreen. And then what I consider two best cards of the break. Evergreen James Wood parallel. And I'll look this up on eBay. Maybe I'll put it in the description if I'm off totally on the value. And then this card, again, I'm a Yankee fan. We got a rookie buyback, Anthony Volpe on the refractor. I like that a lot. But folks, let me know down. Are you opening this stuff? And again, are you having success with it? That's 2 boxes I've opened without anything numbered. So I don't know how hard it is. I just know I'm 0 for 2. Hopefully, I'll open another one. It'll be 1 for 3. But I'm not going to do that just yet. So till we meet again, peace.